All right, so the first thing I just want to get off my chest, right? This is Superman 3, and the first thing I would like to just point out is like maybe this is just Warner Brothers thing. Maybe this
Superman
is one
3.
Warner Brothers thing. Like
Superman 3.
they had such a good thing going on, right? With first and the second one, like we agreed the second one the
Did
science
they
go out.
really? Did they? Yeah, go ahead. Well, I mean,
Well,
so I'm guessing you didn't really love this movie.
I wouldn't say I didn't love it. I love it so much that it's super silly to me. Like the second one is
Oh,
very
this
comic
movie
book
is
like,
silly.
okay?
This movie is silly. Yeah,
This
this movie's not
third
funny. It's
one is like,
silly.
hey, let's see. It's like an Archie comic version of Superman. I'm gonna say
But
that.
let's just put it this way. Richard Pryor
Okay.
didn't really belong in this movie.
I was so glad you said that. Did you so we both watch off HBO Max. Did you watch the little intro?
I watched mine off Prime. I got mine off of Prime.
Oh, really? Okay.
So
So
what intro are you saying? Okay.
so I
I'm
watch
gonna
it
I'm
on HBO Max, right? That's like a
yeah.
little intro. I forgot. I don't know who the guy is. Probably like a producer or
Oh,
whatever that talked about. Like it's kind of it make you feel like a TV movie where you talk about like, hey, they did have a script, but the first script didn't have Richard Pryor in it, right? But
yeah.
Richard Pryor is a huge fan of Superman.
Yes. Well, he's also a big star now.
Yeah, he's also a big star, right? But he also is like one of those things that like Simon Pegg said, like, "Oh, I'll never be in Mission Impossible." Like he loves
Yeah.
Superman. He's like, "Come on, look at me. Like I'm not the kind of actor, right? They will put me in a Superman, but then they put him in it.
Yeah.
Like even in the
Well,
movie, right? You can see that
but you do
Richard
know why they put
Pryor.
him in it, right?
Why?
Oh, well, there was a lot of deals, but it's probably he said he was a fan.
Yeah.
The problem is the producers wanted to keep the director. The director does not like Superman. He doesn't like comic
Oh,
books,
that's
but he
right.
does
He like
love
Richard
Richard
Pryor.
Pryor. And Richard Pryor was like, "Hey, I would like to act with this guy." Well, this guy he wanted to act with this director too. Richard Pryor wanted to act with this director, I guess. So it made a good deal, even though it's the wrong movie, the wrong actor. And the thing is, here's the sad thing: is Richard Pryor is like, I'm a fan of Superman, but he goes, I wanted to be in the Superman movie because he thought it would give him more serious roles. He didn't know they were going to have him act like he does, plays
Well,
normal character.
it's not the most comedic character, but he did play like a I want to say a computer genius kind of guy. Like
Yeah, he
he
played a computer
understood the
genius.
programming
He
instantly.
was a good character, and he probably would have been a good actor. The problem is, it's just they decided to make it. They said, "Well, it's Richard Pryor. Let's just be silly, like he normally is."
Dude, this
But the
movie
sad
is
thing is,
so
it's one of those
silly.
movies. Well, it is. But here's the sad thing is, to me, this was Christopher Reeve's best acting as Superman.
Oh my gosh. So I
Oh,
highly
he
agree
was
on that too.
good.
And this one is like out of the three Superman, he's the most buff in this one. You could
Yeah.
clearly
Oh,
tell
yeah.
his arms are
I
way
actually,
bigger than the other
the
two
sad thing
Superman.
is, the silliness kind of ticked me off in some scenes. It's just like,
Like
oh,
the
this is just
intro.
horrible. Well, I didn't like the beginning. Yes, you're right. The beginning I didn't like it, but you know what really made me mad is when they go to where he's trying to do the computer system.
Mm-hmm.
He's making all the different money come out and all this stuff. It's the timings all wrong. Everything it's just silly, especially when the two little guys on the light signals that walk and don't walk get in a
Oh
fight.
yeah.
It's like,
So for
this
how
is just dumb.
so
This
on
is so
that scene,
stupid.
I actually want to know like I can't believe they did that and waste a whole bunch of money just to do that special effects
Yeah,
at
it
that
was
time
so
for the
stupid.
stopland green light guy to fight. I'm like,
That's
and a
so
lot of
stupid.
silliness, even though Richard Pryor's in it, right? Like a Richard Pryor movie,
Well, for a second, I forgot.
he's
I
not
was
even
beginning to
in those
think,
scenes.
yeah. Well, I was beginning to think, did they even forget this was a Superman movie?
In the beginning,
Because
I thought
because
so
some of it seemed more like it was a Richard Pryor movie.
until you see Christopher Reeves. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, the
Oh
only thing that saved this movie is Christopher Reeves himself.
no, yeah, he was really good. I wouldn't
Him,
say
yeah,
it's the
just
worst.
the Superman stuff was really good. It's all the other characters they didn't do well. I'm not saying everything linked to Superman because even Annette O'Toole as Lena Lane, all her stuff was good. Everybody that did stuff for Superman was good. It's
Oh
when they went to
yeah.
Richard Pryor's and the villain stuff. It's like, this is just ridiculously
And you know
stupid.
what? Like I didn't understand. Like, hey, they trying to squeeze Lois Lane in it, but they didn't need
Oh,
to.
she got punished. Yeah, she kind of got punished.
Like, what was the point of having Lois? It's
Well,
just to point out she's the
that's
better
also what they
reporter.
say. But that's also what they say now. But she was supposed to probably would have always been in this movie. But she was upset with the producers because they fired Richard Donner.
Oh,
Oh yes, this was no. They didn't cut her out because they didn't need her. That's what they say now. But really, they cut her out because they wanted the Punisher. That's why
But
Gene Hackman's not in here either.
so they punish her, right? But they give her the end credit. Like, choose
Yeah,
the last name. Like,
yeah,
wow.
yeah. Well, they probably had to give her something because they did that. She got mad, so they're like, "Okay, you'll just show up at the end and in the beginning. That's it. We don't need you."
So it's like they know that Christopher, oh, no, not Christopher. Like Superman can have another love interest, which is Lana,
Yeah, well,
and
that's what they
then
did. They created a new love interest, which was in the comic books, and they gave him a brand new villain.
you know what? I couldn't say Superman 3 is one of the worst movies because
Oh,
I
it's
would
not that
watch this
bad, really.
over Batman and Robin and any of the things that we list down
You
the
know,
list
I don't know. I actually, this is real close. This is even with Batman and Robin.
for you.
Well, there's I don't know. Actually, the sad thing is I'd watched this before I watched Superman 2.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, I'd
I
actually
would,
watched this
yeah.
over
For
Superman
me,
2.
obviously, it's 2, 1, 3, 4,
Yeah.
or
Well,
maybe it
I
could
need
be
to see
1, 2,
4.
3, 4.
I need to see 4. I know everybody hates 4. I'll probably love 4. I remember 4. The sad thing is, all I remember from this was Richard Pryor. But again, I watched this when I was a kid. If you're watching this when you're a kid, you're gonna love this.
Well, I did too. I mean, the first time I
Yeah.
seen this, I was a kid also.
Well, it had a computer, man. It took over. That was awesome. And Richard Pryor, which I seen as a toy, awesome. I could never see any of his
So
other stuff.
the
There's no way. But
So this remind me of two different movies. It feels like there's two different movies that took influence from this. First one you
well,
probably
there's
haven't
probably a
seen,
lot.
right? Office Space. No, for me,
Well,
Office
actually, I do
Space.
know. I haven't seen Office Space, but I do know that they took part of this. I mean, I think
Oh,
this.
so
I
you
think
know
this
what I'm
movie.
talking about?
Yes, I do. About
The
the
the the
the
pen the penny thing that they just
well,
get
yeah,
into this
parts of the
system. Yep.
penny.
So that's exact the same. I want to say a con, right? But it's the exact same thing that the guys thought of in Office Space. I feel like, oh, this is the exact same thing. The other movie it remind me of is when Richard Pryor messed up that system, right? To gain for I don't know, I want to say for the Republican, that other main villain in the movie where like it benefits him greatly financially is Die Hard 4. Die Hard with the Live Free or Die Hard, because from
Okay.
that it to me is what they call the fire sale. You shut down the system to cause the chaos, and that's exactly what Richard Pryor did. And it's because they did that, right? Even back then, it's for me, it's really highly intelligent that they pull off a stunt like this. Just the heist part of what Richard Pryor did, it feels like it's way smarter than Lex Luthor what he did in the first two.
Yeah, yeah.
So to
Well,
me, right, like
we got to say
this movie
this.
is not really silly. It's only silly because
It's
those
just got some
parts, yeah,
silly. They
it's silly
did some silly
comic
stuff,
book
silly
stuff in it.
acting. Yeah,
But like
the same comic booky because it's below comic booky.
but the plan was
Unless you're reading like a
brilliant.
Disney comic book.
But the way that I felt like they could
Yeah,
have
the
done
plan.
better,
Yeah, the plan was better.
the plan was way better. But like the
Well, let me put
kryptonite
it.
thing, like they
The
just suddenly
kryptonite,
thought
yeah.
of because the news article.
It's
I
supposed it's
accept
supposed to
that.
have been red. Yeah, it's supposed to have been red.
Oh,
Well,
so I'm
also gotta
so
remember,
glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be red.
Yeah, it's supposed to
But
be
then
red
it's
kryptonite.
green. But then, like, when they show it, right? Like, if you watch the movie for the first time, I feel like when Richard Pryor gave him that kryptonite and Superman's all confused, right? You know immediately it didn't work. Like, I wasn't even sure that was kryptonite.
Yeah,
But then they never introduced the red kryptonite, and I never seen it until Smallville. Like, oh, it's supposed to be there's green, there's purple.
Yeah.
That makes Superman does we act differently because it's no radioactive. So I was really confused, even watching it the first time again. Like this time again, I'm like, what the heck did they give him?
yeah. Well, I forgot. I pretty much forgot the majority of the movie. All
I
I
did
remember was the
too.
robot at the end.
I did remember Richard
You know,
Pryor
I
dressing
forgot.
as giving him
I
that
forgot.
medal.
Yeah, I forgot the whole fight. The whole Superman fights himself scene, which is
That
actually
was really
awesome.
long. That was one of the
It's kinda
longest
good.
things. Like, oh,
Yeah, it was. Well, they had to save the movie.
yeah, that's one of the things where the science thing makes sense. Like, I guess it drove him so much, right? It made him crazy, and then it split himself out.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. We don't know if there was really two people or if it was just a metaphor. It's all in his head.
It's like a Fight Club thing, right?
Yeah, because it may have
Yeah.
been all in his head. Yeah, it could have been, like you said, it could have been all in his head. Most likely it was.
Yeah, I think so too.
But, I mean, they played out. I liked the scene. I thought that was some of the best
That was
acting.
like Superman versus Clark Kent. Yes, it's
Plus-
like Batman
plus-
versus Bruce
especially
Wayne.
his acting as the evil Superman. I mean, he was, sometimes when you look at him, you almost thought it was another actor.
Yeah.
I thought, man, he's doing a good job. Because I mean, you forget, he could do a lot more than just be
He
Superman.
does, yeah.
I
Oh
mean, he
yeah,
was
Christopher
actually
Reeve's
he
great.
was he was an actor. Probably didn't get he just didn't get all the roles he should have.
No,
Well, plus he had an accident and it kind of
I did
ended a lot.
want to make a comment. I don't know who the cinematographer is for this Superman movie, right? But I feel like the cinematographer work in Superman 3 was better than Superman 2. Because you made a
Oh yeah,
comment last time that the scenes were kind of tight. You can't really
yeah.
tell. But
Oh
this
yeah,
one, they
this
have the
was
wide shots. My favorite one is that rich guy having the ice slope in the top
oh
of the building,
yeah,
right? And I'm like,
yeah.
I know this
That's
is
a good shot.
super fake. But then, however they made it, like, oh man, it
Yeah, that
looked
was good.
really
Well, let me
good.
put it this way. I read something that said somebody said, "Oh yeah, the special effects weren't near as good as the other two." To me, the special
Oh,
effects were
this one is
better.
better. This one is better.
This
I
movie,
agree
this
too.
there was a lot of work done
I
in this
mean,
movie. It was better. It's
the
just mainly the silly story, the
like
silliness. It's not like I said.
yeah,
This is
silliness.
better than Lex Luthor blowing up California and put it in the ocean so he can own all the new
The real
coastline.
estate. Yep.
This one made more sense. And here's the thing: is the DC comic books took a lot from this movie because like we're saying, everybody borrowed a lot of information from this movie.
Right.
Because everybody's like, "Oh, I hate this movie," but everybody borrowed from it. Everybody remembers it. I think more people like this movie than they realize. Plus, Lex Luthor was changed because of this movie.
What do you mean by that? Like
Because
change?
Lex Luthor was just Lex Luthor was just a villain, just a crook, a
I feel like
criminal.
the other guy is a Lex Luthor type.
This guy
Like
is
yeah.
Lex Luthor. He's the Lex Luthor replacement for the movie because they couldn't
Yep.
get Lex Luthor. But the thing is, when they started writing the comic books, they used him. They turned Lex Luthor turned into him. You know what I'm
Oh.
saying? Lex Luthor turned into a guy that owns companies. He's kind of like like Justin Hammer.
Justin Hammer. Or, well,
The
Bruce Wayne
world
does
sees
that
him.
too. Yeah.
The world sees him as this real good guy, but he's a villain, super evil villain. You know,
Wow.
but the world
You know
doesn't see
what?
Lex Luthor as
Now
a
that
villain. They
I
just see
was
him as
gonna
a guy who owns
trash
a
this movie,
company.
but then now the more we talk about it, right? We're not even 15 minutes
Yeah,
in. It feels like this is actually pretty good
it
now.
was it was a better
Like,
movie. I mean,
how
like I
many?
said, it wasn't a bad movie. I mean, like I
We
said,
could.
you're probably right. I would watch this over Batman and Robin, but I'd also watch it before I go sit down, and watch Superman 2.
I might
I
agree
don't know
on that
why.
with you now
I mean, there's some
because
parts
the
of
plan
this.
thing. Yeah.
There are some parts of this. It just like if they would cut out that front intro and cut out that stupid thing with the jaywalkers fighting it and all the scenes with the comics, this would be an excellent movie. Because you see what another thing that bothered me, it kind of made me upset. Is, all right, Richard Pryor breaks in the computer and he issues checks to everybody, right?
Yeah.
How did those people get their check at the exact same time he issued it?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
So you see those people sat at the table and they had that big old check. I'm like, it takes a day. It takes at least an hour or a day to get your check. You're not going to get it right there when somebody's sitting there at the computer overnight.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like most of it. It's just Richard Pryor. They would have let him be more serious, if he would have been a more serious actor, and that's the thing. They should just
That
let him do it.
You know what?
But the problem is they
He's a pretty
wanted him
good
to do
actor
it.
in Harlem Nights, and that movie came out
He's
after
actually
this.
he's actually a pretty good actor. He didn't get a chance. They
You know
thought,
what?
oh, he's a comedian. Let's not let him do
You
it.
know what's really funny, Shane? You and I both agree. A lot of comedians are really great actors because we take them like we put them on face value to do
Well,
comedy
actually,
stuff.
here's the funny thing: is one of the actors in this movie said he was an excellent actor. Robert Vaughn. You know who Robert Vaughn is?
I have to
He
look
played
him
the
up.
villain. We'll just go ahead and cut to it. He
Oh, he's
played
a
the
play
villain in
villain,
this.
Robert Vaughn. Okay.
He is the man from Uncle.
Oh, is he really? Oh, Robert
Yes,
Vaughn.
He is the
Oh
real man
yeah.
from Uncle. He's also in Bullet.
His younger Henry Cavill does look like a younger version of him.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah, Robert
he's in a
Vaughn.
lot of movies. Robert Vaughn is in tons of movies. I mean, if you watch a
Oh,
lot of
I
American
recognize him
movies,
too. Yep, I recognize him.
you've
Yep.
seen Robert Vaughn. This is he's a lot older than this one now, but Robert Vaughn said he goes he's a great actor, and he goes he knows he's going to be a great actor because when he does his comedy stand up, he's not up there telling jokes. He's up there playing a character.
Yeah, playing a character of what they
He's already he's that's
comedians
what a
see
lot of
themselves. Yeah,
I think a lot of comedians some get up there. I mean, it used to they just get up there and tell a joke, but some of them that's not them. They're up
yeah,
there playing a character. I
yep,
mean, Seinfeld's pretty much a character.
yeah. Seinfeld is a character. Chris
I mean, a
Rock is
lot
a
of people.
character.
Chris Rock is a character.
A lot of
I mean, there's
comedians.
so
Yeah,
many. They're up there. They're playing a character
some of them
too.
will act
I
like
mean,
themselves, but yeah,
yeah, because it's they're giving you a show. They're not up
yep.
there just to tell you
To
a
be
joke. They're up
themselves.
there.
Yeah.
They're actually giving you a show, something to laugh at, entertain you.
No, that's
So,
really good. I did like
so
the
yeah, actually, and the funny thing is the ditzy girl.
Yeah, the love interest, I guess, of the Robert Vaughn's
Well,
character. Oh, his
yeah.
girlfriend.
It turns out she's like a genius, and she's just plain ninjutsu.
Yes.
You know, because she's
Yes,
the one
it
who knew,
has that
because she knew about
element.
kryptonite, because she already knew about kryptonite.
Cause you
'Cause she apparently
read.
already read it.
Yeah, cause you
Yeah,
read
she
the
reads.
newspaper.
Because she'll every now and then she'll let something slip that she knows everything, then she acts like she's dumb again.
Yeah. You know,
So for all we know, she's been playing everybody.
so now I want to point out the not very scientific stuff, right? First of all, is one of the Richard
Kryptonite.
Pryor skiing that fell down all the way to the building. That's the most un-Jackie Chan-like thing ever. The other thing is Superman can't drink at a bar. I mean, he could drink, but there's no effect. It's like useless.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably him drinking at the bar is probably his attitude of the bad Superman.
Oh, and that's the really bad special effect cut. I don't know if you noticed that on Prime, right? But when Clark Kent is choking out Superman, his top of his Superman's head is cut off. Did you notice that?
I
I was
didn't
like,
see that.
wow, that was really clear. Like his hair is gone because they made a straight cut. And
Yeah.
they did the best they could at that time, you know. Still gotta
Okay.
praise them for the two people in the same film part. You know, it's really hard to cut. They did a good job, but you know, his head is cut off due to the practical effect, not a special
What?
effect. Yeah.
But I want to point out, they have the scene where he goes in the phone booth and takes his picture. Oh, the phone.
Oh
booth.
yeah, he took.
Well, the little kid that goes up there to put the money in there, he's actually the little kid that played the baby Superman.
From the first one.
Yeah, from the very first movie.
Oh my god,
The little
that's
kid
actually
Superman.
pretty cool.
That holds up the car.
You know what? I think he gave him the
Which
wrong
one's this?
pictures, because he took the pictures of himself, like ex Superman. He gave the kid the Clark Kent one inside. I'm like, isn't that weird? If you notice, he gave the Superman versions of himself, but
Well, I
gave
gotta
the
watch
kid
it
the
again. I
Clark
think
Kent.
you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You're right. Well, I thought he ripped off the Clark Kent and gave him the Superman, but
No,
you're right.
he did. Yeah, he did it the
You
other
sure?
way.
He gave it at the bottom. Yeah, because it's
He
the
took
bottom.
the bottom ones. Yeah,
And gave him the bottom one.
I thought he gave him the top one.
No, I think he
I'm-
gave him the bottom
okay.
one. Because it seemed like he went all the way through it and ripped off the bottom one. He gave
And
it.
the other most unscientific thing, right? This is the hugest, silliest thing of the movie, that he blew the oil back into the tanker and then
Yeah, oh
used
yeah,
his
that
heat vision
was-
to seal it
Yeah,
up.
that would burn. That would
That would
burn it.
explode the whole thing and
Actually, it
killing
would
everyone.
explode. Actually, it
Oh,
won't
that would
explode.
burn the oil, right?
No, it depends because sometimes if you have a tank full of stuff like oil or something, you can weld on it.
Oh, okay.
It's
So-
when it's empty because you have fumes and it can
So
make
the
an explosion
most-
because you can't get any pressure in there because it's already pressured out.
Oh, so it's the most unrealistic thing is blowing the oil back. I don't.
If it's
I
blowing,
wrote a
you
note,
can't
Shane.
blow the oil
So
in
let's
there.
figure
But-
this out. Which is silly? Which is silly? Which is more silly? Traveling back in time with the riding back, or blowing the oil back into the tanker?
That's a
We
hard
need-
one because both of those are stupid. But here's the problem with the oil tanker. Do you remember this? Here's another one that doesn't make
Okay.
sense because they messed up. He flies to the oil tanker and he flies through the oil tanker. Remember?
You talking about when
Punches-
he was bad Superman? He punches the hole
Yeah,
through.
He goes through it.
Right, he goes through it, yeah.
Through it, and then somehow he's on the outside of the tanker again, ripping it open. If he already flew through it and ripped a hole in the tanker, why is he in there ripping it open?
Oh, that's silly. Too.
Remember?
Okay.
Because he rips open, and then there's another layer he rips open, but he's already flown through the tanker.
You know what?
He
It's
flew
like
through the tanker.
now I'm seeing Superman 3 is like we have this balance scale, right? Like we could be really
Oh.
good and serious, but at the same time, let's balance it out with all the silliness.
Let
like,
me just put it this way: whoever was sitting there editing the movie needed to work a little harder.
yeah, like it's like
And
they
the sad
wrote
thing is he
they
probably
told us
pointed
they
out-
wrote a script, right? But it feels like okay, this scene I guess we'll do this. It feels like they're writing the script on the spot to shoot.
Yeah,
the
they probably did. They probably did because they said I think they said Richard Pryor said the script was bad, but they paid him so much he didn't care. But
I
the
can
thing is,
understand that.
but the thing is, the editor may go, "Hey, we just flew the tanker, now we're ripping it open," and the director is probably like, don't watch anything. Superman sucks anyways. I mean, come on. I had the feeling like the director really didn't care.
Yeah, right.
I'm
Because he
thinking,
just
I'm
wanted to work
thinking,
with
I'm
Richard Pryor.
thinking I don't even think the producers really cared either.
So, like, go back to what I said in first when we started this. It's the WB thing.
It's a WB thing because they hire people that have no interest in it.
Yeah,
The
no
projects they
interest,
work
and also they just want to make a Superman movie to make the cash, and that's it.
on. Yeah, that's
So
one of
Warner
the guys.
Brothers been doing this since the '80s.
And the way that's probably why they're thinking. They're thinking, well, we bought Superman and Batman just so we can get some extra money. We don't care if it works or not. They go real because it has been that way though. They're like real audiences won't go see a comic book
What
movie anyways.
what you just said still applies to Justice League just 10 years ago. What you just said, it reflects the same that hey, we don't care. We just want to make the movie anyway. We just want to make some money.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
so realistic.
They'll
Like
watch it.
the people watch it, even though, and you know what's really funny? They keep changing directors. Even the second one, hey, we had
Yeah,
Richard Donner, and then we just change Richard somebody, and they're like, oh, we don't want to lose this director. We'll just give in to his demands.
yeah. I don't like lose this director, okay? But the problem is they wanted that director because I guess they probably nobody else wanted to work with them because producers they're the ones that fired because Robert Donner actually
Richard
directed
Donner.
most of the second movie. Richard
Yeah, he
Donner.
did. He
What did I
did.
call
Yeah.
him? What did I say? Robert Donner.
Yes. Yes.
Anyways, he directed almost both movies at the same time, and then they decided, oh, we want to go a
Yeah,
different
that's how I felt
direction.
1 and 2 was too. Like it was made as
And then
one big
and
movie.
then the producers were like, well, all the actors were like, well, we want to keep Donner. And they're like, you can either do your acting or we'll lose you. And they did. They lost several people. And they didn't care.
Wow. This
I
is
mean, think
dude,
about it.
this is flipping crazy.
Marlon Brando actually did scenes for the second movie,
Yeah.
but
And
they didn't
they don't
want
want to pay him. Yep.
so they cut it.
Oh.
And then Hackman, he did a bunch of scenes. They did some reshoots, but he never actually even acted with anybody in the movie. So he actually never talks to the bad guys in the second movie. I mean, in real life,
Oh,
they never
okay.
met him. The guys from the Phantom them, they didn't even meet him. They shot his scenes separate from theirs.
Really?
Yeah,
It doesn't even seem like that in the second one.
it does, and that's the best thing about it. But yeah, they never met him.
Because some scenes they were standing together, right?
It looks like they're standing. They're never standing right next to each other.
Whoa.
They are never in the same shot.
Oh my God. So Warner
If
Brothers couldn't even keep it together if it's since
if
the
they look
80s.
like it, if they look like I think there's a scene where it looks like they're all in the same shot. It's not Hackman
Oh my
standing,
gosh. I didn't even pay attention. So it could be a
but
body double.
you'll never see is him standing face to face with any of them
Whoa.
because he's already done. And the same thing, like I said, Lois Lane when he got to the third one, they're like, let's don't put her in
Oh
there.
my
Really,
gosh.
we can just get another love interest.
Which I like. I like Annette O'Toole.
Oh, I did too. I thought she did a good job.
Yeah.
Of course, they had to write in the comic books why she has a kid now,
Yeah.
because in the comic books she didn't.
Yeah, it's because it's been a while since because like if they do it in Superman 1 may not, but oh my gosh, so two things I really like in this movie, right? Besides the genius heist and things like that,
No.
I did like the Superman arcade game, which is a good touch. It's good and
Oh, yeah.
silly at the
And
same
it's
time.
real. And that was a
Yeah.
real. Atari was going to use that.
So it's real. It
I didn't
reminded me
believe
of
that was a
they
real
did the
game.
same thing in Batman Forever, right? They did the Battleship game. It's kind of like mirroring this. And the
Yeah.
other thing I really thought is brilliant and like stupid and silly at the same time is the kryptonite laser.
The kryptonite laser was pretty awesome.
It's because to me, right? Okay, the kryptonite laser is good, but then where did they find the kryptonite? Because they got it wrong the first time. Like they got a different kryptonite.
Oh, but they did say, remember they said they improved on it.
Oh, that's right. They improved on it.
Yeah, they probably re-looked at the formula and probably whatever information they pulled, they probably didn't make it right the first
Oh,
time.
right, because they did the machine where like it calculates the
Which
odds
which is
of winning.
possible. I mean, when you're building certain things, because I remember what was it, water when people try to make water. We have actually
Yeah.
tried to make water, and I think we can make water now, but they
Yeah,
tried to put it
probably,
together
yeah.
and it didn't make the water correctly. Scientists did this a long time ago. I mean, this is when I was in high school. No, I was in elementary school is when I learned about this.
Oh,
But they tried
okay.
to make water. I mean, we could do everything now. When I got out of school, it's like, yeah, teachers were wrong. We do everything in science, but then we couldn't. So most likely they just didn't do the formulation correctly. You know,
Oh,
they
okay.
didn't make and they probably reformulated and made it correctly. And then basically the laser, all it was to do, it was probably not even shooting kryptonite. It was probably just shooting all of the things that kryptonite had in it. Because
Oh,
kryptonite, I don't think
yeah.
it's really an element. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
and plus the machine, I love that machine, that computer, because
No,
especially
yeah,
when it takes
see-
that lady. I mean,
Yeah.
it seems a little
Oh,
silly,
I was going to talk about that too. The Doctor Doom lady.
but I was impressed. Yeah, I'm still impressed with it. Turned into the deal. I still like how I like the look of the machinery and stuff. It looked a little silly, but her turning into a robot. I mean, if
You know what?
modern days made it, it would be better. But wasn't silly to me. It was just
I did
this
like the
is the special
machine
effects
too.
we have. This is the
Yep.
only special effects we have.
I did like the machine too. I feel like the machine is something that Lex Luthor should have built.
Yeah, but instead
It
they
is
had
silly, but
two
this the
villains.
machine was really good, and now they
Well, they
have
had
that.
three villains in a
They
way.
call it the cyborg, but then to me it feels like it made a Doctor Doom from his sister. You
Yeah.
know, I
Well,
mean,
that
it's
would be a
also a silly
cyborg.
joke to where like, well, that's what they credit her as. Because
Yeah,
I
a
had to look
cyborg.
that up, like, what the heck is this? You know,
Well, it's human tissue with a machine on it.
it's a
Robot
Terminator.
machine. Well, the Terminator is really not even that much of a cyborg.
So her scene wasn't that long. I feel like it would have been cooler if they fought each other longer.
Yeah, it was pretty quick,
It
but
was pretty
I think
quick.
by this time they're running out of time and money.
The machine was
I
one
mean,
of
they
my
probably
favorite
they
things.
probably they probably added it. They probably edited a lot of that out.
If like
That's the thing. They probably could have. They probably actually could have made this. They probably have enough footage if somebody want to go back and and fix it. They probably could have improved this scene with the footage they had and cut a lot of that, like the traffic light
you know
fighting
what,
out.
you know what I think though. Like now, the more that we talk about it, if Superman 3, right? If the writer from Superman 3 could skip all the silliness and combine that with Superman 1, that would have
Yeah,
been awesome. Because Lex Luthor is always looking for a way to destroy Superman, and this is the same thing. Except
yeah,
Richard Pryor is just going along with it. Then he realized like, well, I don't want to destroy Superman. He's
yeah.
just like he's a smart guy. He's not out to do
He's
evil, but he just wanted it for the money, which I
well,
understand
yeah.
because they
He's
did
just
show
kind
in
of
the
a, he
beginning
was
where
just
he's
kind of a con
struggling.
man.
Yes,
Yeah, he's just a con man.
he
Well,
he was
he's struggling
struggling.
because he doesn't work. You don't want to do
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
Because
They
even Superman gets him a
try to
job
get
at the end. He's like,
yeah. He's like,
I
no,
know,
show me
I'm
the bus
good.
stop.
Yeah, show me the bus stop.
29 miles.
He's
Okay, I'm gonna walk
he's
it.
just yeah, he was just a con man. So he's kind of like a very small time.
Yeah,
He wasn't really a criminal, but he was kind of a criminal in a
he's
way
not a
because
smart criminal.
he stole computer.
When
Yeah,
he
he
got
stole
the
computer.
$85,000 check, he bought was it a Ferrari? I couldn't even tell.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it because remember they go to the window and go, who would be stupid enough to slip up? And here
yeah,
comes
and then
this
he's
flying
coming to
up there
Ferrari.
in a Ferrari you can't even hardly drive.
Yeah, and like every time you told me about the Ferrari, so Ferrari let them use that for that scene.
Probably. But
Yeah.
again, I don't know. At one time, Ferrari didn't always guard their image.
Oh, they didn't always got the image.
Well, they did. Actually, they did. I think they would have because this was the 80s. Because,
Let's see
what is it,
what year
Miami
this was.
Vice? Because in Miami
Oh,
Vice,
they used Ferrari, right? Yeah, 1983.
well, no, they didn't use a Ferrari. They had a Ferrari Daytona that was actually a kit car.
Oh, it was a
He used
kit
like a
car. Okay.
he used like a Chevy engine. Ferrari said, "We'll sue you because you can't use a fake car." But I think Ferrari didn't know. I don't think Ferrari could win really, because because they're just using a likeness to say it's Ferrari, and it didn't really matter. And because they never opened it up and go, "Hey,
Oh,
this is
it's
a
a
kit car."
Ferrari. They never
But here's
showed.
the thing.
Okay.
Here's what Ferrari told them though. We'll give you two Ferrari. I think it's either give you a Ferrari or two Ferraris. I think they gave him two Ferraris. We'll give you two Ferrari Testarossas, the newest thing we got.
Oh,
But you have to destroy that. You have to
destroy
destroy
that
that
fake.
Daytona.
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, I think they gave him one Ferrari, and there was two Daytonas, and they had to destroy both of them. And they did it. They made a show where that car blew up because somebody put a bomb on it. Story ended.
Man, it's so crazy how we
It seemed like they did that
come
too
to
for
that.
Magnum PI because I think Magnum PI it had a real Ferrari. I
Yeah.
can't remember what the deal is, but I think the guy Tom Selleck was too big for that Ferrari, and they told him, "Oh, we'll just get another
Tom
actor." And he
Selleck.
goes, and then he's like, "That Ferrari fits me just fine."
Like it's how unrealistic it is to think about these things using Ferrari as cop cars, like for Miami Vice and Magnum PI. Like to this day, like they did it in Bad Boys, like Will Smith and
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence. Like, but they explain it's because Will Smith came from a rich family. It's not like a police
Oh,
issue car.
well, the thing is, that's not a police issue car really, because a lot of police issue. If you ever see a police, because there are police that have high-end cars,
Mm-hmm.
they're drug seized.
Oh
In Miami
yeah.
Vice, is they fight
Oh
drug
yes.
dealers, and
So
they
they use
also supposed to look.
like they're
The
making
two
it.
guys are supposed to look kind of like they're crooked cops, anyways, because they need to catch the cops. I
Yeah.
mean, catch the bad guys. They're supposed to look like they're in that part of that world, so they can just drive up in a Ferrari. Because the drug dealer sees them drive up in a Ford.
Yeah, yeah.
They're gonna
Crown
go.
Victoria,
"What?"
like come on.
Yeah, I mean, Crown Victoria is cool, but the
Yeah.
cop.
That is really good.
But if they pull up in a Ferrari, there's this drug dealer's like, even if they're thinking these guys are cops, what are they doing with that?
Yeah.
You know? What are they doing in the suits?
What do you think about that? The other potential love interest for Lana Lang, that the little jock nowhere guy. That
Well,
was
he was supposed to be there.
he's supposed to be there, but
He didn't make complete sense, but I mean I would understand him. He's just kind of supposed to be a
just
thorn
a
inside for
yeah, a
Superman.
character just for you to hate,
He's
right?
supposed because he's supposed to be that annoying guy that's jealous. He's supposed to have had everything when they were kids, and then now they grew up, and he just really didn't do anything.
Hmm,
And
that makes sense.
Superman, Clark Kent actually did good for himself.
That makes sense.
But yeah,
Yeah,
that is your stereotypical person that's supposed to show up in movies where you have a high school reunion.
yeah, that was.
I mean,
eh.
everybody's got to have an Al Bundy. I mean,
So, just
no, he
I'm
wasn't as
Al
good as Al
Bundy.
Bundy. And you know what doesn't make sense?
What's
It's
that?
the whole scene where Richard Pryor's character goes to Smallville. They
Oh,
would like, oh, we don't want them to trace anything back. We don't want you to trace anything back. So he goes to
not to
Smallville.
them though. It's like, but Richard Pryor won't be traced back to those guys, like
Yeah,
the Witch family.
but he eventually goes back and uses their computers at the place to do other stuff, other crimes.
Yeah,
You know, he goes to Smallville, does it, and breaks in a computer, but then he goes back home and he breaks in confuses other stuff. So what does it matter? He went there for nothing.
that is true. That's.
And the chemical fire, of course, they had the acid.
Oh, I thought the acid was a good touch.
The acid, the acid, they did the acid because they had to have it at the end. And
That's
it
right.
was
Yeah, they have to have
and
it
the
at the
thing is, the
end.
acid wasn't a threat until it gets hot.
Yep. So they used that, which was like they used a see.
Which,
I did like the computer AI thing that they put in this, like
yeah,
that's thing, which was actually worked out really well.
yeah, and plus the AI is like, it's not an acid that can hurt me, and it wasn't until
That's
Superman heated it up with his vision and said, whatever.
yeah.
No, another thing that kind of annoyed me, it didn't bother me that much, but I just thought it was silly. I was like, what is up with him with hot air balloon machines?
I don't know.
They had those three machines where they got a balloon on it with a little motor and they go off the cliff. And I'm like, they could have just flew down there and got let out by a helicopter because,
Yeah.
I mean, that's how they delivered all the parts to make the machine. It reminded me of Airwolf a little bit.
Oh yeah. You know what?
Because they hide Airwolf inside a cave
Now it
out
got
in the
me to
desert.
thinking. I didn't even think about this when I was watching the movie, but you brought that up. Like they gave Lana a kid, right? So just to it's like a character they added, so that way Superman can keep coming back to Smallville. Oh, you need to
Yeah.
go to my son's birthday, and he's like, oh,
Yeah.
Superman will be there, so they can do that scene with the thank you to
Yeah.
Superman.
Because this whole movie, he just keeps going back to Smallville.
Yeah, he just keep going back to Smallville because Lois is not in Metropolis. And
Yeah, because
did we
she's on
even see
vacation.
Jimmy at all?
We did see Jimmy. Remember, Jimmy got injured.
Oh, that's right. At the end,
Yeah,
when
he's the one.
he
Yeah.
climbed up the
And that was the end
ladder
of it.
trying to get the picture. He went
Yep.
to Smallville with Clark.
Well, he almost went to Smallville. He didn't make it
Yeah,
go all the
I mean
way
he was
because
on
they
the way.
stopped.
Yeah, he traveled.
Got injured, and
Oh
then they took him pretty much out of the movie because they didn't need him either.
no,
They
they
didn't
didn't
really
need
need
anybody
anybody.
from Metropolis. It's just to be like in the intro, like in the beginning, like oh I'm going to go to Smallville to go to my high school reunion to write the story. They didn't need to bring Jimmy along. And
Yeah.
the thing with Mr. Editor in Chief was like doing the lottery thing. Like they didn't need
Yeah,
that at
didn't
all.
really need that
They didn't
either.
need the vacation.
Because
Nothing.
they wanted to show some kind of connection to Columbia, but it's like what? You didn't
Yeah,
really
so
need
they
that
could show
either.
that Lois Lane scene that is not really needed because she says she was only going on vacation. This movie is bad and good. It's all over the place. It's like the pieces is trying to put together to make a
Okay,
puzzle
it had a
work.
good story, probably a bad script,
It had a bad script. It
and
has the
then
well a lot of good
then
elements,
they just kind of Batman and Robin did.
but not as to that bad.
Not in well, none of the actors are intentionally like, yeah,
I mean, like
I'm
they
gonna
didn't
ruin this thing.
intentionally destroy a
Yeah,
villain in this
nobody was
movie.
intentionally. Yeah, nobody was intentionally bad.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who was really intentionally bad at Batman and Robin, but they just weren't doing it.
I mean, like, now that I think about it, even though Lois Lane is on vacation, right? I guess TV is hard to whatever. Like, once Superman turned bad or like a stiff, like a jerk, and then like she didn't hear about this, like So
Well, you got
this,
to remember, we even had that in Superman 2, where they didn't hear about a lot of stuff.
yeah, because they didn't have a
But we
TV.
keep forgetting, not there. The world didn't always hear about everything
Yeah,
because the world really didn't care. The world doesn't even care now, but they hear about everything and they act like they care. And I'm like, it's
that's
really
true.
not that bad. Because I mean, think about it. The world I live in now, when I was a kid, the world was we were almost about to get nuked out by Russia any day when I was growing up.
Right.
Now the world is horrible. Now it's home. This world's awful. Everything's dead. There's a bad guy on every street corner. Everybody's on drugs. Everything's bad now. It's because we got this phone, and every time somebody gets on it, they see a murder or something. And it happens in a city that's got 1 million people.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, one guy got killed today in a city that's got 1 million people.
that's
Oh, the
true.
small town's going to go to this small town full of 1,000 or 2,000 people is going to pot. Like it's not. Or we have this problem. We're enemies. We're having a trade war. I'm like, we're having a trade war. Who? We're not about to get nuked with the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
There's nobody shooting up a whole restaurant. It
You know
sounds like
what?
there is, but there really aren't. They're not
So
putting them back room and shit
from what you said, so I'm actually glad that they keep making like, or maybe we making or we putting superhero movies because like those got to be updated.
for the times.
Yeah, for the times with smartphones and
All
everything.
movies, yeah, the movies of the times. Because I mean, the world is different than when we were kids. It's just, it seems like the silliest things. I remember when you're a kid, you get told all the stories, and then when you get older, it's like, oh my god, like
So
really,
one more silly
really.
thing. Did you like it when they called it the Vulcan satellite?
I didn't really have a problem with it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was pretty funny.
I mean, it's normal to name satellites after Roman and
Yeah.
Greek gods.
The first thing I thought was just Star Trek. That's why.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was space. I mean, got Apollo, you got Voyager,
Yeah.
Voyager.
Yep.
You
Wow.
got the hey, they. I wonder who made the satellite.
I don't know.
Bruce Wayne, Wayne Tech.
Oh, interesting.
Because remember in the other Superman movies, remember Superman goes all the way up, throws all the way up to space, and they're fighting all the way up to space, and they hit that satellite, and it's got Wayne Enterprises on it.
Wait.
In Man of Steel.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
In
Man
Man
of
of
Steel.
Steel.
Yeah, it
In Man of
does. Yeah,
Steel. So
it
it may
does.
as well in this movie.
They just never say like, yeah, who made what, and they could have done that. Like they don't ever have to show Superman in the Batman. I mean, like Batman in a Superman movie, but they could have put that
They just
thing
have
in
to
there.
mention it. Yeah, they just got
Yeah,
to mention
they
it.
just have to mention it.
I would like to think that well, it's too far away, but I mean maybe it was Adam West Batman in this universe.
Yeah. Oh, so which Batman would have been in with Christopher Reeve's Batman? It would have
I don't
been
know.
Michael
Really,
Keaton, right?
I mean, I guess because it's in the same, close to the same time period, it could be Keaton.
It could have been Keaton. This is
Keaton would make
'93.
more sense because you got to think Adam West is really in the '60s, so that means that Batman had already probably been done and retired by the time Superman showed up.
Yeah, unless you did
But the world would have been used to superheroes.
yeah, you'd be like the Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah, so it makes
So
more
they
sense
never even
though.
had Superman showed up once in the '60s Batman. They could have done like just a little quick
I think
thing.
I wonder if they mentioned it. It seemed like they may have mentioned it.
Hmm.
You know, they actually did have only one other superhero group show up.
I know what the '60s Batman.
Yeah, in the '60s Batman, which wasn't even part of DC Comics.
Well, the Green
Green
Hornet.
Hornet.
Yeah,
Yep, the Green Hornet showed up.
I remember that when they were trying to get Green Hornet. I mean, Batman fans to watch Green Hornet. That's why they did that crossover
Yeah.
and whole racial thing between the guy that played Robin and he doesn't like Bruce Lee because he's Chinese or something. Man,
Did he really?
that's yeah. He didn't. He
Oh,
didn't.
it's real life?
In real life, yeah.
Oh, okay. In real life, he didn't like it
He
because he's
didn't want
Chinese?
to something like that. I might be paraphrasing, right? But like,
Yeah.
yeah, but it was this in '60s though, you know.
Yeah, it's the '60s, but still, I want to watch Green Hornet. I can't watch Green Hornet. The only time I've ever seen Green Hornet is on Batman and Robin.
Yeah,
I meant on
on the
the
TV, yeah, back
'60s
then,
Bat.
yeah.
Yeah, because they don't put it. I don't know if you can buy the tapes or anything.
I don't even know how many seasons it had. Like probably
I don't know. I don't know
two?
anything about it. That's
Yeah, I don't
that's the
even.
thing. You don't know anything. I mean, I know who they are. and other characters, and it seemed like a cool show, but I've never seen it.
Dude, the only Green Hornet I saw is like me, you, and Cody went to
Yep,
see Green Hornet in the theater. That was it.
and I actually like that.
Yeah,
I
that
mean, I
one's a good
know
one.
it didn't do very good because everybody hates everybody and everybody's bad. Blah blah blah. It was all right.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That's where maybe we'll get to it one day
Yep.
because I enjoyed it. I mean, of course, it had the Green Hornet car, so I was like, yeah, this is cool.
You know what? I didn't ask your opinion because we start talking about the movie,
Okay.
right? So compared to now, when we watch it this week for today's show, against what you saw in a kid, how much has this movie changed for you?
I think it would change a lot. I mean, it's kind of hard to say that. Let me
Mm-hmm.
put it this way: it'd be hard to say because I can't remember hardly any of this. All I
Okay.
remember is Richard Pryor being in it, and the scene I even thought was Richard Pryor was inside of a computer. It didn't ever show up. It was the lady was in the computer. I mean, I started to remember more of it as I watched it,
Mm-hmm.
but like I said, I still didn't remember the scene where Superman fights himself. I don't remember any of the bad Superman. I think I watched it because I watched the toy and I saw Richard Pryor and then I automatically assumed. To me, anything that was Richard Pryor, because like I was a kid, so anything Richard Pryor done in this movie is funny. I probably laughing. All
Like,
that stuff that we're mad about now. So I guess the say is I grew up in the little silliness of the movies. What bothers me, but it's probably what drove the movie for me when I was a kid.
you know what? I
Even
almost
though,
agree the same with you. The silliness, right? Even in my 20s, I watched this again. I was like, oh, this wasn't very good. But now that I'm older, now I appreciate the work that Richard Pryor's character done in the movie. Like, oh, he's really smart. Like, if I'm older than he is right now in that movie, right? And I'm like, man, that would have been a brilliant stunt. He could probably easily get away with conning the company of more money, and they would have never find out if he never showed up like that.
yeah, they
You
would.
know?
Yeah, even though
Did you?
he gave himself a check of the amount they're missing.
It's because the greed, right? So, did you hear about the news story about this guy? I think he was convicted just a few years ago, right? He's been sending fake invoices to like Facebook, Instagram, those companies, right? And
Yeah,
they pay him. So he made like $12 million, right? I'm like, he
yeah.
could have quit, but it wasn't until
Oh yeah, he
Facebook
just
was
kept
like,
going.
yeah, he just kept going. We're like, well, what are these invoices? If they just did it like just 2 years or three, they would have never caught him. He would just
Yeah.
leave and they would never investigate. Like, hey, we don't get these
Oh.
invoices anymore. No one follows up.
Yeah, because nobody looks, so they just
Because
wrote the checks.
now a lot of people, I want to ask you. Now I know what
Okay.
Richard Pryor, like even in Office Space, I don't know law that much, right? Or like, so they explain about the half penny whatever and it goes to an account, and Richard Pryor was interested, like, well, where does it go to, kind of like Office Space. So they did a program algorithm just to chase that half a cent, and then it eventually is everybody's come a large sum, right? If someone puts that into their own account, I don't understand how that would be illegal. That's still technically stealing, but then isn't it stealing already before Richard Pryor came along? You have to contain it, then it will cause stealing. But it's like there's a whole bunch of money left over that we could give to Shane or Lamb. Like those pennies eventually add
I
up.
can't.
You know
Well,
what I
let's put it
mean?
this way. I bet you could probably get out of it if you stowed enough. You only stowed what was owed to you.
Also, because it's
So you got to
yours
remember,
anyway.
he was getting it off of everybody's checks though.
Oh, he was stealing from everyone, so it's
Yeah,
complete
because basically,
fraud.
yeah, because it's basically. And the thing is, I wouldn't, yeah, he was like, oh, this is half a cent, half a cent, half a cent. Or here, oh, to all the guys around him. Let's say there's 100 guys around him. You're still though. I don't think you're going to get that much money but again, this company was supposed to be. It may have been for payroll for all the companies that they own too.
Yeah, the
But
half
the
of a
thing is, let's
cent.
just say that now. But the problem is, he was getting everybody's money that was getting cut off. So he wasn't really taken from anybody there. He was taken from the company. But the problem is, he was taken from the company.
So if the company uses that,
But
isn't
he
that
was going
stealing?
past. But he was going past. But he was going past his paycheck because all that money should have been owed to somebody else. Because
Yeah.
the company could go, oh well, these they could probably argue, oh, this was for that Bob over there, but he got part of Bob's money, and he also got part of Johnny's money. He
So
got a part of
if the
Susie's
company
money.
never have somebody, like, if there nobody ever looked into it, it could be a large money somewhere. Nobody touches it. It would be okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So
But I think it would stay in the books though, because see, if you're already rounding down,
Oh,
then
and then
you're
they just
taking
write
it
it
out of
off,
the
right?
books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just write it
Sort
off.
of well, and it goes back into somewhere else. Yeah, because it's not setting really anywhere.
Yeah, it's not
It's in
setting
their
anywhere.
books. Yeah, because you're not really taking them. Because by the time they take all those, because they may do it at a lump sum. Let's say I got a half. Well, I got to give you the other half. So there's a penny gone,
Yeah,
taken off our books. It's not like, oh, there's a half a penny still sitting. There's another half a penny, and there's another half, and all that's going to add up. It can. The only person going to know that's the company.
the company,
And they
and
probably
then
do, and they probably got it
a
sitting
guy
there.
like Richard Pryor that look.
But
Oh,
that
there's a
money's
lot of
going
money
back.
here.
But that money stays in their account. Then if you go try to pull those half cents out, you're pulling it out of their account, so they're going to know you're taking it.
Yeah, that's true. So let me ask
And
you about the Facebook thing. So this
okay,
guy sent fake invoices, right, without doing any work, and then Facebook pays him. Is that
yeah,
fraud? That's fraud.
that is fraud because he didn't actually provide a service. He
Provide
just
service.
lied to them to take their money. So it'd be like me calling you up and saying and going, "Oh, Lamb, you're going to have to give me $100 because I got your dog in jail
Hmm.
or something." It's I'm telling you something, and you're giving it to me. And I mean, who knows? It depends on how good your lawyer is, I guess.
Yeah, like they didn't have to pay those invoices. They could investigate it and ignore it, but
They because it's actually their fault too.
yeah,
Because
it's
they
their
gave
fault
them
too, right?
money.
Yeah,
But I bet. But the thing is, here's where it goes back to: they had better lawyers than he did.
yeah, they have better lawyers than he did.
And
Yeah,
plus, I guess in a way, it's still a crime. I mean, because he sent a fake invoice to them for stuff he never did. So that part is going to be a crime regardless of whether they paid him or not.
huh? Interesting.
Now the part is you're covering your money from him.
That's
Like,
true.
you gave the money to me. I may
No,
have committed a crime.
I didn't watch this, right? But like watching Superman 3 does make me want to watch the other two movies. I mean, Live Free and Die
Office
Hard
Space.
and Office Space. But then I did watch Office Space recently, like just
Yeah, I
a few
haven't
months ago.
never seen Office Space, but I would love to see Die Hard. Die Hard.
We wanted to
I
see
remember
that.
We
Yeah,
went and saw that. I
yeah.
love that movie.
Live Free and
I
Die
was
Hard is
playing. I
actually
went and
very
made a
good.
hamburger someplace, and they were playing that. Of course, I had to work, so I couldn't watch that. They had
Oh,
commercials too, so I only got to sell a little part of it, and I was like, okay, I got to
that
finish my
one was
hamburger
a
and go
good
back to
one with
work.
the internet. That was a
That
really good
one
update.
was a good one.
Yeah.
But that's actually the first Die Hard I ever got to see,
Oh yeah, that one was a good one.
so it's going to be good.
Even Jeremy Irons one is a good one too. The Die Hard with a Vengeance because it got Jeremy Irons in it, and Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, that
I
was
saw that in the
anything.
theater.
Usually, almost anything's got Samuel Jackson's going to be awesome. In the
Yeah,
movie,
it's always going to be awesome. Yep. Well, so I guess we don't have too much to talk about, except that we both agree on that it's even not even making it to our worst list.
Yeah, it's not on my worst list.
No, it's a really good movie.
I could set that like the only time I'd probably want to get up is when it starts showing that stupid computer part with the guys fighting.
Oh, the red light thing.
Yeah, I was kind of like,
I didn't like that
oh,
either. That was
for a second I thought I'm going to turn this off.
they could have spent that budget money into making.
But I feel like
towards the end.
But I feel like after that I get over that part because it's right there's where I'm thinking, man, this I about had it with the movie because I didn't like the beginning either. The beginning and that.
Yeah, the beginning was really silly.
But the rest of it was okay. I mean, it's not the best Superman movie, but it's not the worst either.
Not yet. Like,
yeah, we don't know.
I do not remember the fourth movie. I just remember the guy's costume.
I'll probably remember when I see
Yeah,
it.
I probably remember more like.
I remember the guy's costume, but I also remember him.
I want to say Lex Luthor is back, but I can't remember.
Yeah, he had Lex Luthor, but I can't remember. And there's Supergirl. Supergirl is actually part of this universe.
Is Gene Hackman back? Gene Hackman is back in this one.
Yeah, they got all new people. They got rid of the producers in the next movie.
Oh, they did, but it's still Warner Brothers.
They got new director. Yeah, it's Warner Brothers, but they got new director, new producers.
Do they still have?
And this movie actually was supposed to do the worst of all.
Okay, they don't have Otis in this one, which is weird. Like, I feel like Otis really suck in the first two.
Well, let's see, because they probably revamped Lex Luthor now. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, Gene Hackman also did. Oh, the guy is called Nuclear Man.
Oh, is that what it's called?
But you know what? His name is.
Don't ruin it. Yeah. Let me.
I can't even find out this actor. He doesn't even have a highlight like this. This is his only movie.
It probably was. Poor guy.
John Cryer's in this movie. Oh, he plays Lenny Luthor. Okay, I can't wait to watch this.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
The quest for peace. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll be out for this time, and we'll be back with Superman 4, and we're gonna keep watching Superman. See you guys later.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Tensai Reviews. If you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next one.